Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English for Beginners, the podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Jasmine, and I am so wonderful to be here with you all today. I am very happy to see you, Mark.
I am happy too, Jasmine. It is a very special time of year, and the studio feels very cozy today. It feels warm and friendly. How are you today? Are you tired or are you full of energy?
I am great, thank you. But I am a little tired, a happy tired, because we just had a big holiday. Today we have a very special episode because we are going to talk about Christmas.
I love Christmas, but Jasmine, Christmas is finished now. It is over. Because it is over, today we will talk about the past. We will use the past tense to answer the big question, how was your Christmas?
That is a great topic. We can share stories and learn new words. This is very important for our listeners because we often talk about what we did yesterday or last week. Before we start our stories, I want to remind our friends listening to please subscribe to English for Beginners, the podcast.
Yes, please subscribe and click the like button if you enjoy our show. It helps us so much. And you can share this episode with friends who want to learn English too. Now, Jasmine, I am very curious. How was your Christmas celebration?
Oh, Mark, it was wonderful. It was very busy, but very good. I did not stay home. I traveled. I went to my parents' house.
Ah, you went. That is the past of go. Was the trip far?
Yes, it was a little far. I drove my car for 3 hours. There were many, many cars on the road, but I listened to music in the car, so I was happy.
Music definitely helps with traffic. So you arrived at your parents' house. Who was there?
Everyone, my mom, my dad, my sister, and my grandmother. It was a full house. We talked for a long time, and then we cooked.
Christmas is all about food. What did you cook for the big dinner?
My mom cooked a turkey, a huge turkey. I helped her by peeling the potatoes. We also had carrots, peas, and a special sauce called gravy.
Gravy. I love gravy on turkey. It sounds like a beautiful festive table.
It was. My mom put red candles on the table, and we ate so much food. I was so full. But what about you, Mark? How was your Christmas? Did you travel too?
No, I did not travel. I stayed home this year because I wanted a calm, relaxing holiday. I did not drive my car, and I did not see any traffic.
You were lucky. No traffic sounds nice. What did you do with your time at home?
Well, I woke up very late. I slept until 10 a.m. because I was very tired from work. Then I made a special breakfast of banana pancakes with lots of maple syrup.
Banana pancakes. That sounds delicious. Did you watch any movies after your breakfast?
Yes, I watched a classic Christmas movie called Home Alone. It is very funny and I laughed a lot.
I love that movie. Since you were home alone, did you cook a big dinner too?
I did not cook a turkey because a turkey is too big for just me. Instead, I roasted a small chicken. It was very easy and very good.
Did you have any dessert? My grandmother baked a warm apple pie that we ate with ice cream.
Of course, I ate a slice of chocolate cake. You cannot have Christmas without dessert.
That's true. Did you receive any gifts this year?
Yes, I received a very nice blue sweater from my brother. It is very soft. What about you?
My sister gave me a book. I love reading, so it was a great gift. I also gave my dad a new watch, and he was so happy he put it on his wrist immediately.
That is a great feeling. Did you have a Christmas tree at your house?
At my parents' house, the tree was huge. It touched the ceiling. We decorated it with a big star on the top. Did you have one?
I had a small green tree in my living room with white lights and gold balls. It looked very pretty at night.
What did you do after dinner was finished?
I sat on the sofa and called my friends on the phone to say Merry Christmas. It was nice to hear their voices. What did your family do?
We played games. We played cards, and my grandmother won. She beat us all, and we laughed so much.
That sounds like so much fun. Even though our holidays were different, one busy and one quiet, both were great ways to celebrate.
I agree. Now that we are back at work, we have good memories. I noticed we used many past tense words today while telling these stories.
We did. For regular verbs, we usually just add ed at the end. For example, cook becomes cooked, watch becomes watched, and play becomes played.
But we also used those tricky irregular verbs. We don't say goed, we say went. We don't say eated, we say ate. And instead of halved, we say had.
Those words are very common. The best way to learn them is to practice speaking out loud, even if you're just telling a story to your dog.
That is great advice. The more you use them, the easier they become. Mark, talking about all this food is making me hungry again.
Me too. Perhaps we should head to lunch soon, but first, let's recap today's lesson for our friends at English for Beginners, the podcast.
We focused on the past tense today. We learned that while many actions just need an ed at the end, others change completely. We also saw that there are many ways to enjoy a holiday, whether through travel or staying home.
Exactly. The important part is being happy and safe. Before we go, we want to hear from you. What did you eat for your holiday meal?
Please tell us in the comments. Use the past tense and start your sentence with I ate. We love reading your stories.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope you had a wonderful holiday and are ready to learn more English with us.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We will see you next time on English for Beginners, the podcast. Goodbye. Mark, before we truly finish, I think we should expand a bit more on the grammar we used. Our listeners often ask about the difference between I did not and the contraction I didn't.
That's a point worth discussing. In the transcript earlier, I said, I did not travel. This sounds very clear and slightly formal. However, in casual conversation, I might say, I didn't travel. Both are correct, but didn't is what you will hear most often in movies or daily life.
Exactly. And notice that when we use did not or didn't, the main verb stays in its base form. We say, I didn't go, not I didn't went.
That is a mistake many beginners make. Just remember, the word did already tells us it is the past, so the next verb can stay simple. Jasmine, can you give another example?
Sure. I could say, I peeled the potatoes, but if I wanted to say the negative, I would say, I did not peel the carrots.
Perfect. Let's also look at the verb to be in the past. We used was and were several times. You said the table was beautiful and there were many cars.
Right. We use was for one thing, singular, and were for more than one thing, plural. So the turkey was big, but the potatoes were delicious.
I also liked how we used the word stayed. It's a regular verb. I stayed home. It's a very useful word when talking about holidays or vacations. You can stay at a hotel, stay with friends, or stay home.
Let's practice a few more irregular verbs that our listeners might find useful. For example, the past of see is saw. I saw my family.
And the past of buy is bought. I bought some gifts. Or the past of give, which we used, gave. My brother gave me a sweater.
Another important one is tell. The past is told. We told stories by the fire.
It's interesting how these stories help us remember the rules. When you link a verb to a memory, like your grandmother winning the card game, it's easier to remember that win becomes won.
My grandmother won the game. It's a much more fun way to learn than just reading a list of words in a book.
I agree. Jasmine, what about the word felt? You mentioned the studio felt cozy.
Yes, the base verb is feel. In the past, it becomes felt. I felt happy, or the room felt warm.
We should also encourage our listeners to look at the spelling of these words. While we say the ed sound, sometimes it sounds like a T or a D. For example, cooked sounds a bit like it ends with a T.
That is a more advanced pronunciation tip, but it's good to start hearing it now. Cooked, watched, laughed, they all have that sharp sound at the end.
But stayed or played has a softer D sound. Listeners, try saying them cooked, played. Can you hear the difference?
It takes time, but don't worry. As we said before, the most important thing is that people understand you. If you say the ED, you are doing great.
Jasmine, do you think we should talk about how to ask questions in the past tense? We asked each other several today.
Yes. To ask a question about the past, we usually start with did. Did you travel? Did you eat?
And just like the negative form, the verb stays in the base form. We don't say, did you traveled? We say, did you travel?
Did you sleep late, Mark?
Yes, I did. That is a short answer. You can just say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't.
It's a very efficient way to speak. Did your grandmother bake a pie? Yes, she did.
Did you like the book your sister gave you? Yes, I did.
This structure works for almost every verb except the verb to be. For that one, we swap the order. Was the car blue? Was the movie funny?
Exactly. You wouldn't say, did the movie be funny? That sounds very strange. You just say, was the movie funny?
I think our listeners now have a very strong foundation for talking about their past experiences, whether they're talking about Christmas, a birthday, or just what they did last weekend.
I hope so. It's all about building confidence. The more phrases you have ready, the less you have to think about grammar rules while you are speaking.
Well, I think we have truly covered everything now. We've gone from personal stories to grammar deep dives.
It has been a full episode. I'm ready for that lunch we mentioned earlier.
Me too. Thank you again to everyone for tuning in to English for Beginners, the podcast.
We'll be back soon with more lessons. Until then, keep practicing your past tense.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Would you like me to create a table of the regular and irregular verbs we discussed in this episode to help you study?